How's it going, guys? This is Felix, also known as the Asian Goalie. And in this episode, I'm going to want to talk about how do I stay motivated after losing games after games. And well, first of all, this season, we're putting a div that is the rest of the teams are quite high, much higher level than we do, and we only have three other teams that we play with. Despite how much I know about their team plays, we are having a lot of trouble beating those teams. And in fact, let's look at the stats in the website of how the team is really doing. And look at this. We played 9 games so far. We win 2 games, loses 7 games. This brings us to 2 out of 9 games that we played, and we're talking about less than 25% win rate. And look at this stats: 61 goal against, 6.61 goal against average. This is really, really, really bad. Imagine a goalie in NHL. If you go anything outside like 3 or 4 goal against average, you're done for the career. So, you're asking, how do I continue keep going after losing all these games and having all these bad stats? So here's one simple answer to that question. I don't freaking look at the stats at all. When I first started in beer league, there are times when I'm just looking at my stats. Like, I take care of goal against average very highly. And you know what? In the world of beer league hockey, if you're one of the beer league hockey, let me know if I'm right about this. These stats are trash. When we're talking about stats for beer league hockey league, we don't usually have a scorekeeper that can be in the NHL level where they're seeing every single goals in replays, every single save that we have. So sometimes they miscount the number of saves that we have. And I was used to be just looking at those stats like day after day, game after game, and it makes me feel really bad about myself. So here are 3 things that I do to keep going. No matter how bad my stats are, no matter how many games I lose, they won't affect me how I gonna look at my games, how I see myself being obsessed with this game. One, as I mentioned, is seeking for improvement. I put myself in a situation where I have nowhere close to become a pro, despite I really want to get to that level. I'm not there yet. I'm very self-aware of that. So the way I look at it is using that stats as a baseline and then look at, am I getting better? And sometimes those stats to me is still not the most important thing. The most important thing that I look at is, do I learn something from each game? Is there any goals or any saves, things that happens over and over again? For example, there are times when I'm really, really bad at low glove saves. And you know what I did? When I go to any sort of training, I would ask the coach that one particular thing that I'm weak at and actually ask about how can I improve in these things, any tips, any strategies that I could implement. And that's when I actually get better on that part. And when I focus on improvement rather than how I compare to the pro level, that's when I just keep having motivation to get better no matter how much I lose. And second things that I do all the time, it is something that I do before any single game. I will spend about 2 to 5 minutes myself in the dressing room or on the ice visualizing. I will imagine myself being on the ice in the exact same situation. The goal was shot on me. This time, not only it doesn't slip through me, I got the save, got a nice save in right position at the right time. I've been studying a lot of research about visualization of being a goalie and how that actually affects your actual game. Anything that we do, 90% is mental, 10% is actually skill. So when I'm confident and when I can imagine that I actually make those saves, I don't let the experience that I had before drag me down, and instead it gives me that confident boost. That's when that make that just tiny bit of difference no matter what, and that's actually give me an edge to go above that. So visualization, if you have not done that, try doing that. It helps me a tons. And the last thing that I do to motivate myself to keep going, to improve, is I make off-ice stretching a daily habit. I've been following Maria Mountain's off-ice training. And by the way, if you have not followed her, go ahead and go to her channel. I'll link her channel in the info button on top, or you can also find her on the description box below. But I've been using her training daily, just going through different stretching exercise every day. And you know what, that actually makes a huge difference when it comes to being more confident, a lot more comfortable on the ice. Sometimes as a beginner goalie, you would have those kind of moments when you hope that you can make those kind of saves, but you just can't. And it's really this edge that these stretching exercises give you that extra confidence that you can be on the ice. And that's exactly what it does to me, is I don't have to worry about stretching out my hand. I don't have to worry about stretching out my legs, because I have been stretching daily. This has become just natural to me. Knowing that I'm actually getting better, that's when I become so motivated every single time I go on the ice, because I look forward to the improvement that I have made for myself over the past week. I look forward to apply what I learned last week to this week's games. And that's my answer on how to stay motivated on the ice after losing game after game. It's what I learned and how I apply to the next game. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so, consider clicking the subscribe button. I will be sharing a lot more of my own experience, not just game highlights, but now I will be talking about some of the things that I've gone through over the 5 years that I have been playing beer league hockey as someone who started hockey as an adult. And go from zero skating and zero experience in hockey to now I'm just being so obsessed with this game. I just can't look forward to the next time I'm on the ice and actually get to the level where I am above a lot of average goalies in the recreational level. And I'm also having live streams on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays to have some Q&A sections with my audience. Sometimes I will be playing games, sometimes I will be interacting with my friends. Those are the times when you can see who the other side of me are. And I'll be hosting a lot more Q&A sections, live sections with you, so that we could discuss more about anything to do with beer league hockey. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.